Is thematic relevancy neighborhood of links a myth or not? And links with thematic context around are really higher value. Yes, I know absolutely, man. It's the algorithm can understand context now way better than it could before because of the large language model. That didn't exist before. But the large language model has a good grasp of our language, and that's a layer of the Google's algorithm now. It's integrated into Google's algorithm. So yes, that's all I do is relevant link building. There's topical relevance and geographic relevance, which geographic relevance is important for local. And that's all I do is focus on relevance. Those other metrics that most OCOs swear as gospel are secondary metrics. They can be used as a determining factor once relevance has been determined. Hopefully that's clear. So our neighborhoods, of course, it makes a difference because if you've got a link that's in on a blog that's not relevant or on a blog that's spammed, that can be toxic. First of all, if it's a link that's not relevant, Google's going to ignore it. But also, if it's in a bad neighborhood, so to speak, it can also become toxic. It can be a negative ranking signal, negative ranking factor. So I always recommend focusing on relevant links only, preferably a relevant matching at the referring page and referring domain level, and when possible, like what we do at Semantic Links, with the backlink profile that is pointing to the referring domain where the link is placed, also are in relevant categories. And that's what we do at Semantic Links, is relevance matching at 3 levels: referring page, referring domain, and backlink profile pointing to the referring domain. And that's why those links are effective, despite the fact that a lot of my links don't have those high traditional metrics. And I get some link building clients, especially from Vetted, that I provide 100% page relevance matching, domain relevance matching, and backlink profile to the referring domain in the appropriate topical trust flow categories. And they complain, your links are garbage because they don't have DR or they don't have DA or whatever. You know what? Go shit in your hat. Like, seriously, because why is that metric important? If I'm going to give you a link with high DR but no relevance, do you think that's more effective than a link with full relevance at 3 levels but low DR? Come on, man. And I can't help people like that. I'm sorry. And so I'm just saying, again, is thematic relevance important? Yes, it is. It absolutely is. Now, if you can also get links that are relevant and have those kind of third-party metrics, the high metrics, by all means, get those. As many of them as you can. But I focus on relevance first, and then those other metrics are only secondary metrics. And the only time the secondary metric I use is trust flow, because that's the only tool I use is Majestic for backlink analysis. So DR doesn't mean much to me, and it does if you can get a link that is relevant and has high DR, do it, right? Or DA. In traffic, by the way, traffic is a universal validator. So traffic signals are definitely good statistics to secure if possible. If you can get a link that has traffic or traffic metrics, preferably to the page, but if not to the page, at least to the domain, that does make those links more valuable. It's a validator. Some of my sites get traffic, some don't. I don't sell traffic, though. That's not a metric that we pitch or that we promote. What we promote is relevance, either topical or geographic. That's what we promote. Hopefully that's clear.